Hello, today I'll be teaching you how to solve the 3x3. But in order to solve it, we need to start with the basics, as usual with a normal task. You want to learn the basic movements. So let's start off. Hold your cube like this, and hold the matching colors. This is an F turn. This is an F prime turn. This is an R turn. R prime, L prime, D prime, U prime, B prime. And those are all the moves in order to solve a Rubik's Cube. Now we need to mix this up. Now that we have our cube mixed up, we can begin solving. What's the first step? Well, it's the white cross. So you want to look for white pieces right here, right here, right here, or right here, all over the cube. Next, you want to make sure that this lines up. So we can do a U-turn so that these two reds line up. These two green line up? Oh no, these two don't. How do we switch them? Do the following algorithm. F2, D, R2, D prime, F2, and now these two line up. But remember, these two stay the same still. And you keep your cross, which is very important. Next, you need to add in the corners. So we look for corners, and a corner is right here, but we can't just push it in, because that will destroy our cross. So we can push it down by doing R prime, D, R, and now we have that same piece right there. Next, you want to look and see, is my piece lined up? Well, yes, because this needs to go right here. So what we do is move it out of the way so you can't see it, but it's right here still. Very important. Then you bring this down and slide it in. No specific algorithms for that. But you continue to put in these corner pieces. Now putting them in their place, moving them to the side so that they're still right here, and bringing it down, sliding it in, and pushing it up. So you want to continue to do this for all of the corners. The next step in solving the Rubik's Cube is F2L, or first two layers, like this. So basically, you want to look for a middle piece like this one that does not have a color like yellow. See how this is red and green? Both of those colors are not, obviously, yellow. So, if we want to put the piece right here into this kind of spot, you line it up so that the one color all lines up. And then you do the following algorithm to put this piece into the right spot, holding it like this. U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime. And then U, F. See how that piece went from here to here? That's exactly what you want. Moving on, we're going to put this piece into the left spot. So you do the following algorithm for the left spot, holding it like this. U prime, L prime, U, L, U, F, U prime, and F prime. Now that piece is in there. But let's say the piece is in the correct spot, it's just not lined up. So what we do is we put in a quote-unquote decoy to kick this out. So we can do the right algorithm holding it like this or the left algorithm holding like this. It does not matter. I like to do the right algorithm for a random reason. I don't know why. It does not matter. So I'm just going to do the right algorithm. So, you know, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, F prime, U, and F. Now we kick that piece out, and it's right here. So we do U2, and that piece is right there. Now we can do the right algorithm again. U, R, U prime, R prime, U, F prime, U, F. And now F2L is solved. Okay, now you have F2L and the white side finished, or first two layers. Next, you want to look for the yellow cross, sorry. See, we have the yellow cross. In some scenarios, you only have just a dot, like, it's hard to block out all this. But imagine it's only the yellow centerpiece. There's also a situation called the angle, where yellow, yellow, yellow. So it would be like this. That would be the angle. Then there's also the line. Make sure you hold it horizontal. And then there's the yellow cross. You know, if you have the yellow cross, you don't need to learn this algorithm, but I would still recommend learning it because you won't always have the guaranteed yellow cross. So, let me give you a scenario of when you don't have the yellow cross, because I want you to have the full understanding and for you to be ready for any scenario. As you see here, we have the angle. See, the yellow angle, or whatever you want to call it. Some people call it the L, or whatever you want to call it. If that's the case, hold the cube like this and do the following algorithm. F, R, U, R, prime, U prime, F prime. Now, you went from the angle to the line. So, that algorithm that you just did from the angle to the line, you repeat it again. So, you do F, R, U, R prime, U prime, and F prime. Now, you have the yellow cross. Finally, you need to solve the corner pieces. But before you do the corner pieces, you must make sure that your cross lines up, just like how our white cross lined up. We need to make this yellow cross line up. See how this lines up? That's lined up. This lines up, but these two don't. Now, don't go ahead and do this kind of like, F2 thing, F2 algorithm. This is a different case because we need to keep this the same, this the same, this the same. So, you do the following algorithm in order to switch these two pieces. Hold it like this with the second, whatever you call the non-matching piece over there. Hold it like this and do the following algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, U. Now you see how those switched? This stayed the same, this all stayed the same, F2L stayed the same, and this stayed the same also. That's very important, and you want to make sure that you do this correctly. If you didn't, try starting over and trying again, because you want to get this right, because if you're doing it the wrong way, then you just mess up every time. The final step, as I said earlier, is so once you got your yellow cross in the correct place or it's lined up, you want to look for any pieces that are quote-unquote incorrect places. This piece is in the correct place. You know why? Because if we imaginarily twisted it, then the yellow would be on top, this orange would match the orange, and the blue would match the blue. That's what we want. So, in order to protect this piece and not move it out of the way, hold it like this with the correct piece right here in the upper left-hand corner, and do the following algorithm. R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L, U. Now, do we have any more corner pieces? No. So we do the algorithm again, holding it in the same position. R, U prime, L prime, U, R prime, U prime, L, and U. Now, oh hey, this corner's in the correct place, this corner, and this corner. Perfect. Now, for the final step, you must be able to move these pieces in, or technically we twist them with this algorithm. And so the algorithm for that is R prime, D prime, R, D. Nope, the yellow piece is not twisted up here. Repeat again. R prime, D prime, R, D. Still not there, so we do it again. R prime, D prime, R, D. Still not there. R prime, D prime, R, D. Oh hey, now that piece is in there. So we do a U-turn and make sure that the piece that needs to be twisted is in the upper right hand corner. That's key. So you do the algorithm again. R prime, D prime, R, D. Nope, it's not there. So R prime, D prime, R, D. Oh hey, now it's there. Now that yellow piece is in the correct place. Do another U-turn and do R prime, D prime, R, D. 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 The second to last piece is right there in the correct position. One final U-turn and do the algorithm 2 more times, or how many times until the whole yellow side is solved. So R prime, D prime, R, D. R prime, D prime, R, D. And we do final U-turn for the Rubik's Cube to be solved. All sides complete. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and leave a comment for any questions you had, or just, a nice thing like, oh, great tutorial or something. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in my next tutorial video.